to Tom McCutcheon's, which, well, and Mandy too, don't forget Mandy. But I'm really excited about it because being a horse crazy girl, of course, you've heard the name Tom McCutcheon and Mandy McCutcheon because of the reining and whatnot. But I'm really excited. But luckily, they're not even going to be here, so I can go into this phase and transition a little bit easier. Not burst out in fangirlism. I won't know what to do with my hands.
All right, there is Tom McCutcheon's. So we're just coming
and Mandy,
up.
don't forget Mandy.
And Mandy.
God,
Well,
behind every successful man is a woman, a great woman.
She is. She's a superstar. And you got Kate and Carly.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, who we're going to be meeting a little bit later. So here we are at Tom McCutcheon's, and we're going to be taking a tour of the farm, right?
Yes.
We're going to be showing you around.
I'm kind of excited. We've been walking around and we've been here probably 30 minutes and haven't made it this far yet, so I'm really excited to be this far. We're going to go in and see what we can find and hopefully find a golf cart because it's hot and fat girl's out of shape and I really don't want to walk all the way around this place. It's huge.
All right, let's take the tour. I'll follow you in.
Oh my goodness.
Here's Ruffinicky. Good morning, Ruffinicky. Beautiful. Beautiful horse. There's Ruffinicky. Oh look. It's beautiful. Hollywood Tinseltown. Gorgeous, gorgeous stallion. Cash. Good morning, little Joe Cash. How's your day going? See who else we have. Star Spangled Whiz. He's just absolutely gorgeous. Good morning. Good morning.
As we continued on our stallion tour, we came across Gunner's Special 9, the 2010 US EF Horse of the Year, and leading sire with offspring earnings in excess of $3 million. Well, of course, Emily and I had to stop and fangirl Bailey, as he's known around the barn. And then it was off to see Emily's favorite horse, Lyle Lovett Stallion, smart and shiny. Obviously a favorite of Emily's. From there, we found a golf cart and headed out to visit the mare and foal pasture to see so many beautiful new babies. Of course, Emily had her camera along, so we had an opportunity to take a few candid photos. Visiting the babies, we headed over to the spa to learn more.
And so this guy here, this is Nighttime Jackson. He's a 3-year-old stud, and he's about to go into the saltwater spa. And what that really helps with just bring down inflammation, help with blood flow, things like that. So he's about to head in there, and yeah, so we'll show you how that works. Okay, so now that I got him in the spa, I'm just basically going to seal him up, and then we can control the water level. So some horses, you might only need their hooves. Him, we're going to do it to about mid-cannon bone to help with a little bit of swelling he has on his fetlock. So just going to set it to fill. So this guy, he's going to be in the spa for 10 minutes after it finishes filling. Most horses we do 10 minutes, just a nice short time. We have another horse, sometimes we do 20 minutes if they have, if they might founder, a horse that might founder, we'll do it for longer. But yeah, it's pretty simple. He just stands here for 10 minutes and then...
Has he been sedated at all?
Yes, he has, because yesterday was his first time in the spa, so it's still very new for him. So we're just making it a little safer. So this is our swimming pool. So it is in the middle, it's about 5.5-ish feet deep. So most horses, it only goes up to their chest area. So we have the horses come down that way, and then they come down to the middle of the pool. We'll throw a rope barricade across, and then we'll turn the treadmill on, and then we'll have them walking on it for about 20 minutes. What's really, really nice about the pool and the treadmill underneath is it increases resistance for the horse as they walk, but it also adds some buoyancy. So they have less impact with each step, basically. And then when they're done, their 20 minutes is up, they just come right through here and they're done. So this mare, she's got good guns. She is by Gunner and Cade rides her, but she is now ready to go in the pool for a swim. So I just picked out her feet, made sure they were clean, braided her tail, and then I just rinsed off her body so she's clean when she goes in there. Come on, Lazy, let's go. So I just got the mare in here, I put the rope across, and I turned on the treadmill to about middle speed, so it's not too fast, not too slow for her, and I set a timer for 20 minutes.
Emily and I had a great time at Tom McCutcheon's, but now it was time for us to head out for our next adventure.
All right, Emily, where are we headed today?
So today we're heading to a gentleman that is very generous enough to help me out with Promise. He's been successful in a lot of different areas in the Western world, reining, ranch riding, that kind of thing.
That's better. Okay, so what I would suggest is the next time that you ask for the change, okay, and the hip doesn't step over there, that you break down right away and do that one time, and let's see what happens, okay?
It's my timing, I'm not quick enough.
You understand the philosophy, it's the execution. Now that's, yeah, that applies to everybody in some respect. Okay, so let's pick up that right lead again, okay? So we need to be able to manipulate that head towards the fence and away from it as needed, okay? But you also need to be able to push the hip around, okay? And then when you go to ask for the lead change, be ready to move that hip over if she falters. Okay, lift up with the right rein. Good, that's better. Okay, relax, relax. Okay, even though it wasn't perfect, you got the change, but what you needed to do there at the end is still kind of take a hold and get that collection. You let the pole elevate and the nose come out, which means the back hollowed out, okay? We want that back round. In order to change leads, she's gotta have forward motion, she's gotta have lateral movement, and she's gotta have elevation of the back, okay? And where you went wrong is, even though you got the change, we wanted you to reward her, but when you, by slowing down and stopping or letting her walk, but when you did that, you let her come out of that frame, okay? So then her back went right back into the position that you didn't want it in to start with, okay? Whenever you're ready, let's give it one more shot. Okay, head and the hip on the same side, push the hip over, good, relax, give her that release, let her go straight for a second, now elevate the left hand, don't change yet, just make her move her shoulder to rib cage over, good, now let's go back to the right again, wait, right, be smooth, there you go, push that hip over with your left leg when you get a chance. There you go, that's getting better. Keep her soft, good, Emily, good release. Okay, now let's try it. Whenever you're ready, let's set her up and ask her to change. Be smooth when you take a hold of her. Stop and let's push the hip around. Stop. Push that hip around, get her face collected. Come on, let's get that hip over there. Make her get off that leg. Stay with it. Stay with it. Be smooth. Push that left leg away from her. Really open that door and let her know you want that part to go that direction. There you go. That's better. Okay, let's go try again. Okay, so the biggest thing is trying to multitask. You've got a lot going on underneath you, and you've got a lot of different parts going a lot of different directions. That makes it challenging for everybody, okay? But what we have to do is not lose and get fixated on one particular part and abandon some of those other things that we've been working on, okay? Because they all come into play when we're talking about the lead change. So if you completely ignore her collection and the softness and the suppleness that we're looking for, if you abandon that just because you're asking for the lead change, and then she comes up out of the bridle and out of frame and her mechanics, you know, change, then we're sort of losing ground a little bit. We have to try to kind of manage both parts if we can. It's a lot to do sometimes, but that's the trick. Push that hip over, push that hip over, there you go. Okay, now let's do that at the walk. Before we even lope off, let's do it to the left. Push the hip, push that left leg away. Really open that door. Atta girl, there you go. Good. Okay, one more time to the right. Reach back with that leg if you can. That tells her to move the hindquarters. If you just dig that leg in right by the front cinch, okay, that tells her to move the rib cage or potentially the shoulders, okay, but you have to be able to distinguish which particular part you're trying to move. There you go. Good. Okay, all right. Let's go forward into the lope and try it one more time. Good, that looks nice. Okay, don't forget to look up, sit on your pockets. Whenever you think it feels right, ask for the change. Stay sitting back. That's okay. Stop and push the hip over. Push the hip, get control of the chin. Okay, I'd like to see you try to maintain control of that chin just a little bit better next time, okay? If you start to lose that, don't worry about the lead change, worry about getting that part back in frame. Be ready to catch that chin. Now, if she elevates her pole and roots her nose out and tries to push through the bridle when you ask to change, okay, let's be ready to correct that. Open up the left leg when you're ready. Okay, relax, relax, relax. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. And that's the important thing, right? Progress is a slow process sometimes, but when you get your opportunity to give her a reward, that's, you know, you definitely want to take that opportunity.